What's cooking, folks? Vermillion Phoenix here, and today I'm jumping into some more Orcs Must Die Unchained. This time we're heading into the night market with Oziel. Alright, so Nightwalker is usually the skin that I used. It's one of the, actually it's the only skin that I have for Oziel right now, but I like it. I'm going to stick with the Ceiling Ballista because it's physical, and Wuxing don't like physical traps. More like they hate everything else, and physical traps don't get a reduction, so that's what we're going to stick with. We're not going to use that at all. I'm going to use the wall blades, and then we'll toss a... What will we toss in? Let's throw a tripwire in. Alright, fix the traits. And we'll cap this off with, I guess, got the physical discount. What works best for Oziel? Doesn't really need mana regeneration at all, though it works. Health regen is useful, but he gets that with his normal attacks. I guess making it rain. Might as well get some more coin. Alright, let's go ahead and fire this up.
Smell of death in the morning.
There we go. So, start this off. You want to block this area. If you're using regular barricades, you only need 3. Block those 2 areas, and then the one here. This other one that the explosive barrel is on is really not necessary. You will need discounted traps to do that, though. You would need at least a stamped part in either the Great Wall Barricade or the... Actually, with the regular barricade, you won't be able to block off this front section this early. And it's a good idea not to. This will force all the enemies to move this way. And you can do something like this.
They will not survive.
Let's do it that way. Okay. We can just move this one over here since they're likely to gravitate towards this wall anyway. And yeah, that really should be about it. Not much else will matter. Eventually we're going to force them to go to the upper right corner of the map where the 3rd gate is, because that is where you can herd all 3 gates, and that makes that area a particularly strong place to place your hero and any traps. Now keep in mind you are going to be dealing reduced damage to the regular Wuxing soldiers because they resist magic if you're playing with Oziel. It's not that big of a deal because there's a crap ton of damage, but if you're worried about it, you might just want to bring a couple ceiling traps instead of the tripwire, and you can use something like pounders. They'll be a little bit less expensive than the wall blades as well. Make sure you make good use of secondary attack. I have no idea what they're doing here. Are they going to... Oh yeah, I blocked it off. I forgot. Jeez, that's bad. Alright, nobody else coming? Sell. Alright, and then all of the enemies will be coming through this direction now. You want to try to spread these out a bit.
Is this what I'm reduced to? Setting traps.
Okay.
Enemies are attacking on another front.
Have the enemies slowed as they're sort of coming through this area. I believe you're going to get some elementals in the beginning. We can actually drop our lady friend there. No, it's not the lady, it's the chicken. Okay, that actually spawned in a very beneficial place for us. It could have actually spawned behind the elementals, and that would have made it difficult for us to try to attack it. Instead, we can just sort of do this. And the water dragons already ran in. I don't even have to worry about those. Okay, next.
They
Eternity is a trap in its own way.
So, bosses will be trying to come through here eventually. That should basically handle them. We have nothing that the fire ogres that are coming out of the other side will be interested in. And here, we can mash up a spike that did not get placed in the right place.
Our barricades are under attack.
Okay, so we're going to leave that there because it should heal on its own because of wall building PhD, but we're also going to spike up this place. And we're going to take jagged shards
They've broken through on another
for
front.
maximum damage.
They've broken through a gate.
It's always a good idea to jar them as they're walking through the front gate. Prioritize taking out any of the fire ogres you see first. They are the most dangerous because they can wreck your barricades. Of course, because with this particular setup, they won't path near the barricades that block the other two lanes. You're really okay. But, you know, always want to play it safe. Better to be safe than sorry. Okay.
I require more coin.
Indeed I do.
More than one way to steal.
Our barricades are under attack.
That's also why you put all of the damage traps directly in front of your barricade. The spikes should take care of the fire ogres before you really have to worry about them. You can place a couple of spikes here too, however. Be careful about fighting near barricades over here, just because the whooshing archers fire with a sort of a radius of splash damage, and you being near your barricades will allow them to take additional damage. So it's just not a good idea.
Is this what I'm reduced to? Setting traps.
Okay. That said, slow them even more in front of your guardian with the additional slows, and this is pretty much where you hold your ground. You want to watch out for any of the speedy guys that come through so that you don't wind up with any more problems than you need to. I'm gonna take Vexing Surge for the extra souls, although I doubt I will ever need it on this map. And of course we get one of these.
And our heroes destroyed the unstable rift, and there was much rejoicing.
Now again, that unstable rift location is actually very, very, very nice. And it looks like they stopped giving us a ton of fire ogres over here.
Barricades are under attack.
Oh, spoke too soon. Okay, as soon as the elemental stopped. Oh, that was nice. Nice shot. Took all of them out at once. Now, normally, if I didn't have wall building PhD, that would have gotten destroyed a long time ago. It's really not that big of a deal. It really just allowed you to use these extra 2 spikes. You could actually just move this one over and place another one, and it has about the same effect. So it's not that big a deal.
I almost feel sorry for them.
Okay. That other one was supposed to be placed over here so that it would be a little bit better used.
Our barricades are under attack.
How does it feel
So yeah, tripwires. They're actually really good placed right over
Barricades are under attack.
the traps that you want to trigger. They should trigger the traps that are on the ceiling as well. When you see the little purple flash, that's everything sort of firing again. And you can see the coin value going up on the barricades as its HP regenerates. That's just another way to guarantee that whoever placed it, or if you placed it, that you had wall building PhD equipped, just in case you needed something visual to remind you of it.
Our barricades are under attack. They've destroyed our barricades.
Alright, and we should have... It sounded like a bear. We got our buggy bear. Ooh. That is the bouncing explosion from the Wuxing mages. They're a little annoying because they can attack with multiple elements, or they have the ability to come out as different elements. Because of that, you want to be a little careful.
Unstable rift is opening. Quick!
Our barricades are under attack.
One more level. There we go. Now we have ectoplasmic. So this gets super, super easy and quick to clear.
Our barricades are under attack.
So we should have about 2 more of those saved up, and by the time they actually get used, we'll probably have another. Actually, more like 3.
The final wave approaches.
So this will be pretty quick. Commander Tower may not even get to see the Guardian. The good thing about explosions in this game is because they happen after the target dies, they usually wind up killing anything else that exists or gets spawned from it. The main time you'll see something like that happen is with lightning damage on earth elementals. You'll almost never see the smallest level of earth elemental spawn because lightning just kills them as they come out. There we go. So I think that's one of the fastest clears that I've done for that. And that's just because focusing on damage gets things cleared out really quickly. Alright, that done now. We will be moving on to the banquet hall next, and there, I think because of the larger stage and the way the enemies spread out, I will have to focus more on funneling the enemies, but because of Oziel's ability to handle groups surprisingly well, we probably can just have all of them head into the center of the actual banquet hall, as the stage is named, and kill them there. So we'll see how that goes. Either way, thanks as always for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and until next time, as always, have a good one, folks.